Howdy whores. Today is a very special day. So 5 years ago, when I was 16, I made a video to my future self, 5 years in the future. And today I woke up to a reminder on my phone that it's been 5 years and it's time to react. I wasn't supposed to watch it until now, but I think I watched it like twice, but not, it's definitely been at least, I want to say a year or two since the last time I saw it, and I don't even think the times I've seen it I watched the whole thing. So I'm very nervous. I know I cry in it, and I know I talk about my weight in it, so that's not a good start. This may be triggering, but I thought that this could be a fun little YouTube video of me reacting to 16-year-old me. It's so crazy because at the time it felt like 21, I'm gonna be so grown up. And now that day is here and I'm wearing Bo Burnham merch and I was just watching Dan and Phil on my TV. So really not much has changed. And we're gonna see what little 16-year-old Emily wanted to know about life. Ew, I have it pulled up. This is so disgusting. I don't even want to know what. Oh God. Okay, it's 23 minutes in total. So let's just get started. Hi. It's 10:45 at night. I'm very high. I'm very high. So little 16-year-old Emily was a little stony baloney. And I actually stopped smoking weed for a few years because it started causing me a lot of anxiety, and I actually just got a cart for the first time in years, like a couple weeks ago, because I'm in New Jersey and it's legal and I'm 21. Why not? But I was definitely much more of a pothead back in the day than I am now, so it's crazy. I did not know I was high while I was making this. That actually explains a lot from what I remember. I was just on YouTube watching a Joey Graceffa video where he made a time capsule to himself 5 years in the future, and he watched it. It was from 2014. He watched it in 2019. And I don't know why, but that really inspired me to make one of my own. Shout out Joey Graceffa. This idea was from him. He did the same thing. So yeah, I'm just gonna talk and ask a bunch of questions, and then I'm gonna try not to watch this until 2020, no, 20, I was gonna say 2021, that's 2 years, 2024, dang, okay. Ew. This is just making me like realize how long it's been since this era. Like, to me, like 2019, because of like the pandemic and everything, like 2019 feels like maybe 2 years ago. This was 5 fucking years ago. This is so weird. Well, I'll tell you a little bit about me right now. I don't know what day it is. It's August. And I think it's the 12th. 2019. I am going to be a junior. Oh my God. Like, I really did do this at a good time, because before junior year of high school, everything was like kind of chill in life. And then junior year really is when I feel like my life like got complicated for a lot of reasons. COVID happened junior year. Lots of other things happened junior year, like, so for this to be like right before starting junior year, it's really like me before I feel like so much like integral things that have happened to me that have made me who I am happen. Ooh, this is so weird. Okay. And like, it's fine. Like, school is fine. I don't have like a load of friends, and sometimes it bothers me. Everybody came in
and established friends so quickly, and I just didn't catch up. I know this doesn't matter at all, but like everyone's Instagrams spiked to like the high, like 800, from anywhere from 500 to 1,000, and mine stayed the exact same, like 200s. Not that that matters, but like, you know.
All right. Drama queen. I don't give a fuck about Instagram anymore. I feel like that's a very like teenage mindset of like everyone's Instagram has more followers than me. I am still in the 200s, now going to my senior year of college, and I couldn't care less. And honestly, I had more, but after I graduated high school, I like unfollowed or blocked all the people from my high school that I didn't give a shit about. Me in 2019 was very much trying to be in my normal era, because in middle school, like late middle school, early high school, I like went through an emo phase. I cut my hair off, I had blue eyebrows, I was wearing Hot Topic every day. I started hanging out with the weird kids. Then when I got in high school, I realized like I wanted to try to be cool. And I've had the same friends basically since like kindergarten, first, second grade. Like my core friend group has always been the same, with some bumps in the road. And at the time, I didn't think of that as like a cool thing. I was like, I'm not making any new friends, so there's something wrong with me. But now I still have the same friends. I've added a few on. To me now, I find that special. This person thought there was something wrong with her for still having the same friends since like middle school, elementary school. So even though my friends are great, and I should have been grateful,
And everyone just seemed to like blossom, and I just kind of stayed the same, or so it felt like. I look back at myself freshman year, even beginning of sophomore year, middle of sophomore year, and I'm different. I'm a different person, but like I kind of changed with my friends, Jesse, they've been my besties since like 4th grade. Are they still your besties?
that's so cute. I'm happy to announce that they are still some of my best friends. I'm actually at Jesse's grandma's house because my parents moved this summer and I wanted to spend the summer in Jersey before I go back to school. So they opened up their home to me and I've been staying here. So they are still good friends, and I'm going to Damon's tonight. So 16-year-old Emily, you're still besties. Don't worry.
Because when you're watching this, you'll be 21. You'll be in college, I think.
I am in college.
Unless something clicked and you figured out something to do with your life, because right now, I have no idea.
Girl, me neither. I am in college. Doesn't mean I know what's going on. So
Honestly, right now, I have no idea. Because if I couldn't blossom, or so I felt like.
Why am I talking like that? Like, is it because I was stoned? Like, I'm trying to be all like very like introspective. Maybe I was trying to impress my later self, but I just think this is kind of cringe. So I felt like, girl, chill out.
If I couldn't blossom in freshman year of high school, how am I going to blossom in a college full of people when I have nobody? Because at least I had my core friends in high school, and so I didn't care about making any new ones. But if I was all alone, I just don't know how I would make friends and survive.
Okay, girly. So there's a thing called roommates that are basically, if all goes well, built-in friends. So you have roommates, which is a good start, and roommates have other people that you can hang out with too. Also, jobs. I work at the mall by my school. I made friends there. Do I have best fucking friends, like ride or dies like I have back at home? No, but I'm not all alone. I also went to community college for 2 years, where half of my friends from high school also went there. So it was a good halfway transitional phase to like get used to being in college without feeling completely thrown into it. And I definitely think you made the right choice with that, girly.
But anyways, right now my friends are and Jesse. We've started hanging out with but something just always just doesn't sit right with me when it comes to him. And so in 5 years, I'm guessing you're not going to be talking to him anymore.
Oh my god. Drama! Okay, I'll block out names of people that I don't talk to anymore. The one girl that I named, I actually just saw her for the first time in years at Walmart, and it was actually really nice. I like gave her a hug and asked how she was doing. There's no hard feelings there. We just drifted, and you know, we'll send each other a TikTok here and there. And then the other one that I said I got bad vibes from, not friends with him anymore. I was actually kind of a bitch. I kind of stopped talking to him during COVID when I was like, you know, realizing who my core friends were and all my just like school acquaintances were drifting. And he got mad at me. And he works at a fast food establishment near where I live, and I've seen him once or twice there, and it's cordial. It's just like, hey, how have you been? But you're correct, Emily, we are not friends with him anymore. No bad blood, though, from what I know.
Or maybe you get over yourself and you're nice and you're good. I don't know.
Didn't get over myself, and I wasn't nice, and I feel bad about it, but I am good, so.
So yeah, are you still friends with them? Did you make new friends in high school? Like, am I gonna meet my best friends somehow this year?
Because that's crazy. So I did end up meeting my best friend later that year because I was working at my first job, and I reconnected with someone I used to take acting classes with as a kid, and she started working at the pizzeria I was working at, and we instantly like connected. And that person is Leanne, who, as you can see from my YouTube channel, we're very good friends. She's my bestie, and I didn't know that right now. I didn't know. That's wild. So my friends now are still Damon, Jesse, Leanne, Casey I've known since kindergarten. She's like family to me. We got Aiden and Mandy and John and Haley, Jesse's sister, who also lives here. I got a good little squad. I feel very content. And then at school we got Morgan and Kadrian and Carrie and Wally and Addie. Good friends.
Honestly, the spot for best friend is kind of open right now because I've been dating since November. I can't do that. But yeah, she's kind of distant now. Summer between freshman and sophomore year, we would literally hang out like 3 times a week the whole summer. And now I think I've hung out with her 3 times this whole summer.
Okay, I'm not gonna leave a lot of that in because it's talking about a relationship that one of my friends used to be in. That wasn't great. And there's, you know, some personal things in there that I don't want to have on the internet. But that relationship is no longer. Hallelujah. And with my concerns of it making my friend distant at the time, that's no worries. We're back and we're better and have been for a long time. So it's okay, bitch.
So, my question is, did she break up with him? I hope. God, if they're still together, well, when we're 21, I'm gonna kill myself.
They're not together anymore, girly. It's okay. It's okay. I would have, though, if that was, oh my god. I'm glad it's not still a thing.
Hope you didn't kill yourself. That's a first.
I didn't, girl. I'm still here. I'm still here. You can't get rid of me, bitch.
Should have said that first. Hope you're alive.
I'm alive. Crazy, I know.
Are you still smoking? Today is actually my 1-year anniversary of the first time I smoked.
Whoa. Today's my 6-year anniversary since I first smoked weed. Oh my god, I was a child. Why was I doing that? At the time I felt so grown and so cool, but now I'm like, oh my god. I wouldn't say I still smoke. I took a very long break, and now I'm dabbling just a little bit, just for a little silly giggly time, like before going to bed. Not even every night. So this person, it was every day, as much as possible. So
I'm driving. Got my permit in March. I hate it with a burning passion. I don't know why, but like when I have to drive, it just stresses me out. I don't want to crash. I don't like having that much control on like life or death, that kind of thing. Like it's just too much. I don't like it, but you know.
I forgot that I was really not a fan of driving when I first started. It caused me a lot of anxiety, but I can say now that driving is one of my favorite things to do. I've been in a few minor incidents, all in parking lots. Nothing, knock on wood, nothing more catastrophic than just, some bumps and scrapes in a parking lot. But I've driven back and forth to North Carolina several times. I've gone to Delaware. I've driven down the Jersey Shore and to Philly and a bunch of places that would have terrified this person. And I will say that a long drive, a road trip, if you will, is one of my favorite activities now. So, yay, I've grown as a person!
January 2020, hopefully I'm getting my license, because maybe being able to go where I want will make me like driving more.
I did get my license in January 2020. Then I couldn't really go anywhere because of the pandemic.
And that same day, on my 17th birthday, I'm going to Lisa and Sean's wedding. My first wedding. And either I'm drowning my sorrows or I'm partying to the fact that I got my license. So let me know what happens.
I did get my license on my birthday. I did go to that wedding. It was a good last hurrah before everything went to shit. And I did party. And I got a shout out from the DJ. My mom's cousin, who was the one getting married, told the DJ that it was my 17th birthday, and he gave me a shout out. So it was really fun. It's still the only wedding I've ever been to, but I loved it.
You still vaping? I want to stop. I never should have bought. I bought a zero like last month. I never should have bought it. Like it's just. I was fine. Like I went like 6 months without vaping, and then I just had to get one. I spent $60. One totally ripped me off. The only thing it's done is made me feel crappy. Like I just feel gross. Right now I have a raging headache because my bottle of juice exploded all over my bed and my floor, and it smells rank in here, and even Mom was asking what the smell was.
Oh my god. Okay, well, first of all, still vaping. Again, I've taken several breaks. The longest one I think was for like 7-8 months. It's just a little bit more tough now that I'm 21. I can actually get things myself. It's just very tempting. when my bottle of juice exploded on my floor, that was crazy. I can't believe I got away with that and didn't get in trouble for that, because my entire room reeked of Lush Ice for a very long time. So,
Yeah. Are you drinking more? Because right now, I have too much of a phobia of throwing up to drink. And how's your phobia? Did you go to therapy? Because right now I'm debating going back to therapy. Because this phobia, even though I don't get panic attacks about it as much now, like barely ever, and they have to be triggered now, not random, I want to go back to therapy to figure out how to fix it for good. Because I want to drink and have like children and stuff, and it's holding me back right now. So let me know. You go back to therapy, figure it out. Hope so. Hope you're doing better.
my throwing up phobia. I never went to therapy for that specifically, but I have been back to therapy late 2020, early 2021. I went to therapy for a little bit, but that was for other unrelated mental health issues. I still have the phobia. That's honestly why I stopped smoking weed as much as I did, because I would get panic attacks from the weed that would make me panic about the throwing up. Other than that, I do drink. I just know my limits, and I stop drinking when I'm very tipsy. I don't even get like drunk ever because of that. But I can still enjoy myself. So you'll be okay, bitch. As far as having kids, I don't even know if I want that anyway, so don't really want to get it fixed for that. So we're chilling.
And just better overall mental health wise. I wouldn't say I'm depressed right now or having a great deal of anxiety, but I've just been feeling a little like just not myself, not good. But maybe that's just being a teenager. I don't know, but I feel like I could feel happier. I think part of that might be because I'm at my like highest weight that I hope I'm ever going to be at.
Okay, here we go. Okay, to start off, mental health wise, I'm good. I think I've leveled out emotionally. Especially, I think I get worse before I get better, definitely, from this person. This person was pretty okay, from what I remember. There was a lot of transitional things happening, like driving, the college conversation was starting. I think I talk about later, my brother just went off to college. I think I was a little overwhelmed, and adulthood is kind of the same. There's just always kind of things happening and changes and stressful shit all the time. But, you just roll with the punches and have a good time when you can. So I feel a lot more emotionally mature than I used to, for sure. And I just feel content. I have my moments, I have my breakdowns, but for the most part, I'm chilling. Now we're getting into the weight conversation. This person was unhealthily obsessed with her weight. I was not even overweight at this time, but certain things in my life made me think I was. And I think I list off like my weight on the scale in a second. I won't leave that in, and I'm pretty sure I asked like, what weight are you now? I haven't weighed myself since beginning of 2020. Definitely a higher number than she was. But now I'm not as obsessive about the number on the scale. I don't know what the number on the scale is. Now, if you ask me to step on a scale, I'd have a panic attack. In some ways, I think I have a healthier relationship with my weight, and in some ways, I think it's unhealthier. My weight is unhealthier, but my mindset maybe is not as unhealthily obsessive as it used to be. Do I still want to be skinny? Absolutely, every day of my life. But I like McDonald's. Sorry.
I'm so disgusted by myself.
Ugh. Okay. I don't know how much of that I'm gonna leave in. The way that I used to talk about myself, I thought that it was factual that I was disgusting to look at and that I was disgustingly overweight. Looking back, I would trade my body for that body any day of the week. I looked fine. And in my mind, I have never been diagnosed with body dysmorphia, but I think there's something there. Because in my mind, I was enormous. And looking back, I just look like a normal 16-year-old girl. So it's very hard to hear this person like speak these things as if they're facts. Like, I am disgusting. Like, girl, you're not. It's really sad. Yeah, this is my one fear about reacting to this video, is that if this person saw me now, the first thing that would happen is she'd be disappointed that I was not skinny. And that doesn't feel great, but I don't obsess over it as much as I used to. And the fact that I really was like convinced I had a problem, that I thought my health was declining because of the weight I was at a normal weight. Like, it's honestly like terrifying to me that my brain used to work that way. And I think I've flipped, and now maybe I don't care as much as I should, and there I cared too much. So you take your pick on what's better, but this person was miserable.
And if I got fatter or didn't change, get your ass to the gym. You can drive to the gym now. Go.
You can drive to the gym now. Go. Oh my god! Bitch. Jesus. That is so rude. Don't say that to me. Oh my god, I want to punch this bitch in the face.
Did you decide what you want to be when you grow up? Because right now I'm thinking therapist, but my mom doesn't like that idea.
So, bitch, now I'm kind of mad at her. I sort of know what I want to go into. I got my associates in community college in social science, and now I am a mass communication major. So I'm doing all kinds of like media communication classes. I've taken video production, podcasting, journalism, all these types of things. And what is really sticking out to me right now is either running social media for a company or writing copy. Just anything where I can write like short form content. A therapist, girl, I would say 9 out of 10 people who go into school wanting to do psychology or be a therapist, they just need therapy. And they think that if they go to school for psychology, they can therapize themselves. That's not how it works. And that's definitely what I was doing. I don't want to be a therapist. It's way too mentally taxing to have to listen to people's problems all the time.
I want to live in the Delmarva area. Is that still true? Where are you living? Where are you going to school? What are you going to school for? Are you going to school?
I'm going to school in Asheville, North Carolina, which I would never expect. Back at this time, I didn't even know there was a school in Asheville, but I also never would have even looked that far. But surprise, girly, your parents moved to South Carolina. So now your whole family's in the South. So you're going to school in the South, whether you like it or not. I do like it. It's just hard to be away from everything I know and love here.
Do you have any big regrets? Or things that I'm going to do soon that you wish I didn't do? Or...
Honestly, not really. I wouldn't say regrets. There's just a lot that I went through after this point. Heartbreak, pandemic, lots of mental health issues, parents moving. There's a lot that I go through that I wish I didn't have to, but also they're just a part of life, and I got through them, and life goes on, and shit's gonna happen. There's nothing really catastrophic that has happened that was like my fault that I wish didn't happen. Maybe some of the car incidents that I've been in, having to go to court because I got caught speeding, and I also had too many passengers in my car because I had my probationary license. You're only supposed to have one passenger, and I had 4. Having to go to court wasn't fun, but also girlie's gotta learn. So maybe a few fights I've had with my parents, I've said some really nasty things, and it was just my own mental shit getting in the way, and I had a kind of rocky relationship with them for a few years when I was not mentally well.
Vaughn's going to school in like 5 days. He's going to West Virginia. I keep telling people, and I keep telling myself that I don't care, and I even keep telling him like, oh no, it's gonna be fine. But honestly, like
Oh my god, here come the waterworks, girl.
in my teenage years, like, he's just been such a great big brother to me, and I look up to him a lot. I mean, I'm gonna still see him, so like that's why I don't really care, but like it's just gonna suck.
Oh my god.
To not be able to walk into his room and say hi.
Oh my god, I can't. This bitch is so dramatic. Oh my god. I need my sody. Emily, there's gonna be a little thing called COVID-19. Your brother's gonna come home a few months into his freshman year of school and be there for like a year. And you're gonna get used to him being gone very quick. Ooh, is that like the Google Maps car? What the fuck is that? What is that? What is that? Drop my phone. So, he kind of screwed you over a lot in your teenage years. You just don't know it yet. But he is a good big brother. And you'll see him when you see him, and you're good. You have a good relationship with him for the most part. And you'll be fine. The only thing that will really change about your family dynamic is you can't linger in the background anymore and be in his shadow, because he was always the more outgoing social butterfly one that took a lot of my parents' attention, and once he went away, then my parents focused a lot more on me, and that stressed me out.
And he's my plug, so I'm gonna figure out what I have to do.
There it is. He's my plug. Well, girlie, one of your best friends has an older sister who did a great job of supplying you, and now you're 21, so you don't need no plug.
And I keep saying like, oh, it's just 4 years, but then after 4 years, he's just gone.
It really doesn't even feel like he's gone that often. Like, the amount of times he would come home on breaks and for summers and all that shit, I feel like I see him plenty. So, chill out.
So, how did you take Vaughn leaving?
Girl, you're gonna be fine. You're gonna handle it just fine. You'll cry the day he leaves and never again. After the 4 years, you move to Asheville for school. Your parents moved to South Carolina, 2 hours away from you. And your brother is moving from West Virginia to Charlotte early next year. So you'll all be a couple hours away from each other. And nobody is going back to that house. Not even you, bitch. So, God, I was so emotional back in the day. I do not get emo like this. Like, ever now.
How are mom and dad? I think right now they're really, really happy together. I'm just seeing more and more as I get older how grateful I am that I have two parents that are in love, because I don't see that around me, like, at all.
My parents are good. Mom and dad are good. They just moved to South Carolina, which they've been wanting to do for years, and they finally did it. They're living by a lake. They go out on the boat. Dad is golfing all the time. Mom is on the kayak. They're making good friends. They're going out. I feel like, really enjoying their youth while they have it. And I am very lucky to have parents that are happy together, because it is very rare. Out of all my friends, I'm like the only one with happily married parents.
I hope you still have a good relationship with them. Talk to them a lot.
And I do talk to them a lot. I FaceTime at least once a week. Mostly with my mom, but my dad is also there, and he'll chime in. So, I learned in my later teen years that sometimes my dad and I just need to keep things very light and cordial, because when we get too deep into things, we're both very stubborn people, and argumentative people when we get pissed off, and we piss each other off pretty easily. So and it's gotten a lot better since I've moved out. So,
how's Tank? I'm really hoping he'll still be alive in 5 years. We think he's 7 or 8, so he would only be like 12. And I'm hoping he makes it to 12, because he's a little dog.
Tank is still alive. Yay! Knock on wood. Yeah, he just had his, we think, 12th birthday, or 11th gotcha day. We think he's 12. But he's doing really good. We had a couple scares with him. He had to go into surgery right after Thanksgiving of this past year, because he had stones stuck in his little wiener, and he couldn't pee, and they thought that they had calcified into his wiener flesh to the point where they wouldn't be able to get them out. And it was really scary. And I was on the flight back home from Thanksgiving break, and he was in surgery, and I thought he was going to die, and I thought I'd never see him again, but he lives. He's like a cat bitch. He has 9 lives. He's been through so much, and he's still around. So, and he's loving his retirement life at the new house. There's a nice walking path, and he can go into the lake and the water and go swimming. He's really good.
Yeah, hope he's still alive, and I hope, if he's not, that Mom cracks and gets another one, because that woman needs dogs in her life.
I don't know if my mom will get another dog after Tank. I think, especially with this new life that they're living, not having a dog will open up a lot of opportunities for them to really go explore and live life. So she might take a break from dogs, but we'll see. And honestly, if she doesn't get another dog, I'll just get one, because now I'm an adult.
Our mom and dad still living at this house. As of right now, they think they're going to be here for another 8 years. So they'd still have 3 years to go for you, but I see them in like Easton or something, in just a little house, like living it up. So yeah, how's that going? How are they?
Wow. Yeah, they moved. And they did not move to Easton, which is like 20 minutes from my old house. They moved 11 hours from the old house. But they're very happy. And it'll be nice because now they're closer to me while I'm in school. So, it was very tough on you to accept it, but you're accepting it more every day. Oh, you only have 5 years left in that house, girl. Soak up every minute. I love that house.
How's Mom? I just got back from vacation from Aunt Nancy's today, and I just love Mom so much. She's a piece of work. Like, she's got a lot of quirks, but Jesus, if she's not around in 5 years, I'm done. Like, that's gonna be the worst death ever, other than my mom and dad. Like, I, I, I can't even imagine what that's gonna be like. Hopefully, you don't even know what that's gonna be like yet. Hopefully, she's still rocking because she's doing great at 79. Hopefully, at 84, she'll be rocking and rolling still.
My mom is good. That's my grandma. I just went and visited her yesterday. I brought her Fisher's popcorn from Ocean City, down where my Aunt Nancy lives, because I just got back from vacation there this year. It was weird to not go on vacation with my mom and her, because we always do a trip, 3 of us girls down there. But I went with my friend Leanne, and I told my mom that I would get her some popcorn, because that's her favorite part of the beach, her favorite little snack to get at the beach. So I was like, I'll bring some back for you so you can get a little piece of the beach, even though you didn't get to make it there. But she's still doing great. She's living on her own, knocking on wood again. My God. Yeah, Tank and Mama are the top 2 concerns still for me. They're both the most elderly, close people in my life. Tank's 12. My mom's gonna be 85 next year. So there's always the concern in the back of my head, but my mom is doing wonderfully. She's still healthy and happy and living on her own and getting around just fine. So, and I do love her. I got her handwriting tattooed on my arm that says "Love you lots," because I do love her lots.
Do you ever come out?
Oh.
I know right now I still don't really know what I am. I tell people I'm bi because I like girls and guys sometimes, but it's really not ever. Like, I really don't find myself attracted to, like, anyone. Which would make me think I'm asexual, but nobody thinks that's a real thing, so I've, like, repressed the thought of me being asexual, you know what I'm saying? So I've, like, repressed.
That's sad. I guess I came out. Like, my family still, like, I never, like, sat them down. Well, I tried to before even this person in, like, 8th grade, and they were like, it's just a phase. And so I never brought it up again. But I wouldn't say I'm bi. I haven't, like, liked a girl in years. And I like famous or unattainable men. Still, the idea of relationships just doesn't really strike my fancy. Pretty much everybody other than my family knows that I'm ace, and that's a label that I'm a lot more accepting and comfortable with than I used to be. As you heard, I just said, no, I can't be that because nobody thinks it's real. And that was that. So I was trying to be somebody I wasn't. But at least I accepted that within myself, which is a step.
So do you figure it out? Do you tell anyone? Hope you're happy. If you aren't asexual, well, even if I am asexual, do I find somebody? Are you in love? Right now I have no desire. But I who knows? Do you have somebody?
I'm single. Always have been. I wouldn't say I found somebody, but I have fallen in love once. And that person is still a really great friend to me and still means a lot to me. No, you're ace girly, and still, even though you've fallen in love, even when you were in love, the idea of relationships still was really not of much interest to you. So it's still a little confusing, but I'm a lot less I'm a lot less concerned about trying to label it and micro label it. I'm just gonna like who I like when I like them and do what I want with that. And that's about where I'm at. But you have fallen in love, and that would make you go crazy.
if you lose some weight, maybe you'll find someone. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. This bitch. Like, that's just fucking mean. That is just mean. I'm a person. Rude.
I guess that's kind of it. I hope you're happy. I hope whatever you're doing right now is fulfilling and on a good path. And I hope you have some more direction than I do right now.
I do feel like I have more direction in my life now. Get back to me in a year when I graduate college and need to find a job and need to figure out where I want to live and all those things. But right now, I'm in a pretty good spot. I have a good job at the mall, and I'm happy with my living situation back at school. I feel like I'm in a good spot for the most part.
Wish me luck on my last 2 years of high school. I will wish you luck on your last 2 years of college. Anyways, oh my god, look how fat I am. Jesus Christ.
This bitch is messed up. Get this bitch in therapy.
Anyways, I hope you're happy. Hope everything's good.
This is a part in life that feels like it has no direction. But in reality, bitch, you have a lot of time to figure it out. I'm still figuring it out. I'm pretty sure you just keep figuring it out for the rest of your life. There's really never 100% sense of direction. Ever again. But enjoy it, bitch. Like, I would love to be 16 again and have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. And the only reason I'm working is to go out with my friends and, like, have pocket money to spend on, like, dumb shit. And to just go to school and do my silly little pizzeria job and hang out with my friends, and that's it. And nothing else matters. Like, enjoy it, ho. Stop being so fucking stressed.
Yeah. I need to pee. I'm really high. I'm gonna go.
Bitch.
Love you.
Love you too. I don't think you do love me, though. You just called me fat like 12 times.
Actually, should I do a little body tour real quick?
Body tour? So we're body checking.
Anyways.
So I just fully body checked. I'm not gonna do that now. We're not gonna do a side-by-side. I can't believe how, like, fucking, like, factual I was about it. About, like, I'm fucking disgusting. Like, even now if I think it, I can keep that to myself. Confidence is everything. You just need to pretend that you're fine. Stop being so vocal about it. Good lord, attention whore much.
Good night. Hope everything's good. Hopefully you see this in 5 years. Have a nice 2024. See ya.
Thank you. Well, that was crazy. That was it. That was insane. I wish I talked a little bit more about maybe anything else other than my weight and my body half the fucking video. But that's, as a 16-year-old girl, all I was concerned about. Overall, I think there's a lot about my life that would shock past me, in good and bad ways. But it was very weird to hear her talking about me, and she has no idea who I am. That was really cool. Should I do another one for 26-year-old me? Should I film another one? Should I keep this going every 5 years? No, I probably won't. But this was really cool. I'm glad I did it, though, because the amount of shit that you go through from 16 to 21, I don't really recognize that girl. But I do, and she lives inside of me. And maybe I'll hit the gym and try to make her fucking happy. Just kidding. I probably should, though. But goddamn.
Thanks for watching me watch myself. Honestly, I recommend this. Make a letter to your future self or a video or something. Because it's very nice to reflect on how far you've come. Because from the day to day, I feel like I don't realize how much I've been through and how much I've changed. But a lot has happened in my life. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this stroll down memory lane and down body dysmorphia lane. Good God. Love yourself. Enjoy life. Don't be like me. Peace out, Girl Scouts.